On the 28th of October, 101 runners gathered in the heat of FNQ to battle out over 6.7 Ks every hour until they could go no more. I was one of them, and this is my story.
Take 5 minutes of your time, so then you'll have a couple of minutes to get yourself sorted, ready to go this morning. Emma.
The race started at 7 AM. As usual in a backyard ultra, the atmosphere was strange. There's so much nervous energy built up before the start, but no one goes out hard. You've got to pace yourself, you've got to go out slow. The first lap is everybody just learning the terrain and learning the group and getting a feel for each other, and there's this nervous chatter the whole way around.
Good job, eh? So is that it? Are we done now?
Lap one's done. Just under 50 minutes. That was a nice pace. We'll just try and keep to that. About 7-minute pace. Nice and easy. It's hot. It's very hot already. We got a long day.
The first couple of laps went by uneventfully. Lap 3 was the first of the dress-up laps, the Smurf lap. I wore my blue CMC shirt, nice, subtle, in keeping with the theme. Some people went too far.
And we're out 2Ks into lap number 3. Lots of people still on course. Still just a nice, gentle, easy jog. Bloody hell, it's hot though. So yeah, a lot of people up ahead. A few people behind. But yeah, just a nice, easy jog. Try and average as close to 7-minute pace per lap. I don't know. I think that's an okay strategy. We'll just see how long that lasts for. See at the end of the lap. So we're just sneaking up, trying to get some definitive proof that Smurf butts are not in blue, they are in fact black. Are you ready? Here we go. Shocking. Shocking stuff.
Pretty soon, the lap started to fall into a pattern. You go out, you chat for a bit on the road sections for about 3k. Then you get into the single track and start to follow a train. There are enough breaks in the single track that if you didn't like the pace or the conversation of your train, then you could easily sneak past and go a little bit quicker or drop off and fall back a bit. Lap 4 went by without incident. The only issue I had was that the bloody Smurf song got stuck in my head and I was whistling it the whole way around. That hurt, Josh. It was really upsetting.
Okay, so we've hit the deck for the first time. Been waiting for it to happen. It's much more technical, the trail this year. So I dare say it won't be the last time I hit the deck, especially if I keep doing stupid things like running on single track, talking to a bloody camera. Anyway, a little bit of bark off, but otherwise I feel pretty good. Yeah, the knee's a bit sore, come down heavy on that, but I should be able to run through it. Yep, I reckon we're okay. Just got to concentrate on the train ahead, and I got to up the water intake. For the first time I didn't take a leak that lap, so I'm going to make sure I get at least 2 bottles in. Just get plenty of fluids down. So I'll go 1 bottle water, 1 bottle electrolytes, and take the 250 mils with me, and then try and fill that on the course. It's hot. This is the lap that'll sort quite a few people out. I've just got to try and get through these next couple. I reckon. Get through the next couple, then it'll start to cool. Okay. Feel good. Feel really good though. Confident. I'm eating lots. Feel much better than I did this stage last year, I reckon. I was overconfident last year. And this one just feels nice. Nice and slow. I think I've talked enough shit for now. Let's get on with the lap. Look out.
You're running.
High five.
This is walking weather.
Oh, mate.
The changeover from 5 to 6 was the best because Nathan showed up to help crew. It was amazing. It shows just how important it is to have a crew at the end of each lap. It's so much easier when somebody's handing you drinks. You can just sit there, relax, take in the nutrition that you need, and then get straight out onto the next lap.
Six done.
My aim for the race was to do better than last year. But before the race, I was so disorganised for this one that I completely forgot to check how many laps I did last year. So I didn't even know what my goal was. I kept thinking it was 7 laps. So I thought this year I just had to make 8 laps to improve. I didn't make 7 laps last year. I bombed out after the 6th lap.
Okay, this is going to have to be quick. Battery's about to die. I'm on the 7th lap. I'm feeling good, but I rolled the ankle on the 3rd, and that's starting to come back to bite me. That's starting to feel really sore. So, we'll just see how it goes. If I can nurse it through to 10, I'll be happy. But we're just going to have to play it by ear. Definitely confident that I can do at least 1 more than I did last year. Which feels good. Feels nice to know that I can push through that. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll see how it feels. Take it lap by lap. 1 lap at a time. Let's go. Finishing loop 7 in much better shape than last year. Good, Cam. Well done. Last lap it was the ankle. This lap it's the other knee. It's the falls that are going to get me. It's just a matter of when. Keep pushing.
Loop 8 was amazing. I loved Loop 8. I met these guys from Brisbane who turns out they'd watched my backyard ultra video from last year, trying to suss out this race. Those guys were so cool. I was stoked to meet them, and they did an amazing job. One of the guys I think even went to 18 hours, which was huge. But at the end of 8 laps, my day was done. I got up for the next lap. I forgot to grab the camera. First time I'd done it all day. It became very apparent, though, walking to the starting corral, that my legs were failing me. The left ankle was screaming at me because I'd rolled that on lap 3. And my right knee was buckling from the fall that I'd had on about lap 5. I didn't have a good leg to favour. The previous 2 laps, one of those ailments had started to annoy me, but I'd favoured it and managed to get myself through. And I was still ticking over in 43 minutes. Like, fitness-wise, I was nailing it. I managed 2k into the lap, but decided that it wasn't worth it to me to push through and cause a potential injury. I just wasn't that invested. It wasn't until I got home that I looked at my trophy from last year and realised how much I'd bettered it by. Last year, I came into that 6th lap in about 55 minutes, I think it was. I'd really, really struggled through the 5th and 6th laps last year. This year, I made 8 laps, pretty much all of them under 45 minutes. I think my longest one might have been 45 or 46. I was nailing it. I went back the next day with the kids to just see how it was all going. The guys were still going 24 hours later. The 2 leaders made it to loop 34 where they decided to pull the pin. Incredible from both of those blokes. They just kept going one after the other. Like, I think we stayed for about 4 loops just over and over again. They looked exactly the same every time. They were like metronomes. As for me, it turns out that I've done some pretty decent damage to my knee. I think it's a lateral collateral strain. That's from my Googling and my understanding of how my knee is constructed. So it's probably not that. But I've tried to run twice since. Both times it's been pretty excruciating. So I've started a strength routine and I've taken this week off. Hopefully the combination of having the whole week off and the strength routine will get me back to where I'm able to run, at least without a little bit of pain. I'm really excited because a local summer series that we have every year up here has just been announced and the first 2 dates have been booked in. So Clifton Beach 10K, that's my next goal. This is the 10K track that I ran a sub 40 on 4 or 5 years ago, then hurt myself, and then took me ages to try and get back to, and never actually got there, whereas now I'm really fit. So I'm keen to knock this knee injury on the head and get back into some of that 10k racing. Even just knowing that they're on the cards, I'm feeling that excitement starting to come back. Hopefully my next video will involve me running and not me being injured and complaining. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.